Let me now introduce our panelists this evening. Joining us here on the program, Dr. N N Khanna, senior cardiologist and advisor to the Apollo Group of Hospitals. Nasir Abdullah, actor, and Manvi Taneja is also going to join us shortly. She's an actor and model as well. Very good evening, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on The Big Focus. Dr. Khanna, coming to you first, because this is an issue that we are highlighting for the sake of the people at large, also to create some sort of an awareness about how important it is for us to take care of our health, even as we lead the lives of, fast-track lives, busy, erratic lifestyles often enough. Do you see a pattern, Dr. Khanna, as a cardiologist? What has been your experience in dealing with such cases? What would you say are the factors responsible for this very high number of cases coming from showbiz, from the entertainment world particularly?
Okay, so that's a good question, and it's a fact which is now getting more and more, visible to the public that many of the celebrities, or young celebrities, are getting heart attacks and dying out of it. This is not something very new. This has been a very common phenomenon, especially in young, hyperactive, very, very ambitious, young people who sort of take hormones, who smoke, who don't have proper sleep. It leads to a high catabolic and high catecholamine state, and this leads to a minor plaques, and there are minor erosions inside the blood vessel, and there is a blood clot, and which causes a heart attack. Sometimes it also initiates electric short circuiting in the heart, and that leads to a heart attack. So these people, if you actually look at their arteries, they won't be big cholesterol blocks, but because of the rupture of small plaques and because of erosion of the plaques, there is acute clotting in their blood, and that leads to either a full-blown heart attack or a cardiac arrest because of electrical short circuiting. So what are the takeaways from here is that, a very balanced life, good rest, good sleep, and no hormone, no smoking, no, what you go to the gym and they have these energy boosters, all those are not required, and they are very, very harmful. And a simple lifestyle is all that is required to prevent this, this epidemic of heart attacks in young, especially in India, which is now becoming very common.
Yes, this is very important information, Dr. Khanna, that you're sharing with us, and you're literally calling it an epidemic of heart attacks. I want to put all of that, again, whatever we discussed so far, to Dr. Khanna, especially with the points that you made, Dr. Khanna, about proportion, about balance. But I want you to, since we're doing this program, also to create awareness, for those who are watching us. You talked about rest and recharge. You spoke about energy boosters. You also brought out the point about how, and in fact, this is something I want to say about the fitness regime, the punishing schedules, the sleep deprivation, which Nasir Abdullah was talking about. Can you put in perspective for us which are the most important things we need to take care of to avert these kind of heart attacks?
Okay, so let me start with a simple thing. This is a day of, a fashion of fast-track life. When we really analyze what fast-track life is, it is all what you said. And I must tell you, a fast-track life is a faster road to death. So, if you really want to live fast-track life, you will definitely die younger, and you will get sick. Now, if you look preference, what are the causes? The most important is stress and lack of sleep, and taking supplements apart from energy boosters and smoking and drugs, and to really make you feel high. Those are the more important ones, and a constant, like Manvi was saying, a constant struggle and urge to be performing. And you have to understand, today's world, there is tension, there is stress right from the time the child goes to a school to the time when he dies. So that stress management is the way to actually, work on preventing these sudden deaths and have a good quality of life. Be it sports, be it meditation, be it anything. The stress management is important, and the most important way to, sort of deal with stress is a good sleep, good sound sleep. Listen to your body. That's more important. There's no point having 8 packs, 6 packs. There is absolutely no point. It doesn't qualify that you are more healthy. If you get up feeling good, you have a good appetite, and you feel strong the entire day, you are a more healthier person than any of these, people who have good
Khanna,
figures
sometimes
and
it hits
many
you when
abs.
you least expect it. Look at someone like Siddharth Shukla, who everybody was talking about what a fitness icon he was. So somewhere, do we get it wrong? Do we need to take expert advice, the fitness regime that we are following, the gym schedules that we are following? Often enough, the trainers that you have in the gym are not exactly, prudent when it comes to, or say, well-versed with the health information. They only would probably tell you, and I'm saying this out of personal experience, on how to build muscle or how to lose this much weight, but they may not have the entire picture as someone like you, a senior professional in cardiology, would know. So do you think youth get misguided, people, in their desire, in their eagerness to look good, take shortcuts which are again very damaging?
Absolutely, I totally agree with you. These are shortcuts, and looking good in terms of figure is not,
Okay, I think there's some disturbance with your audio. Yes, Mr. Abdullah, Nasir Abdullah, please.
Yes. Yeah. I just had a thought to actually corroborate what the doctor is obviously saying. He knows everything on the insides of our working. But I just had a brilliant idea, and that might work. That is to, when you're doing stuff and, the hard stuff and, all these exercises and all that, etc., it would be nice to pray to God and say, dear God, don't allow me to cross the limits. I don't want to die here. I don't want to die in my sleep. I don't want to have a heart attack. So guide me through this. So the Gayatri Mantra might be a good idea to recite 3 times before you undertake any of these gym duties. It's a thought.
Important, very important. Anything you want to add to that, Manvi Taneja? What do you follow? What do you do? You're an actor and model yourself. Is there a certain health mantra that you go by that you would like to suggest?
Yeah, I eat healthy. Everything which I do is under the observation of the doctor. The dietitian give me a diet chart. I follow that. And even I have a personal trainer in the gym. I do whatever he instructs me to do. And sometimes if I don't, I'm not that energetic, then he asks me to do an exercise for only half an hour.
But I would really suggest now you corroborate it with a senior doctor like Dr. Khanna after what we have seen. Nutritionists, trainers are all right, but I would suggest, since we are discussing the topic, and that is the message I want to put in. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, so he doesn't push me over to do an exercise, and if I feel I'm not that energetic, then he asks me to leave the exercise and take a rest for 1 or 2 days maybe. And my diet is from the dietitian, as I said, and I eat everything. I eat dal, I eat chapati, I eat rice. At times I eat junk also, but that through the guidance, because everything is a necessity, as doctor said, that you need to have a balanced diet. And yes, of course, 9 hours sleep, I don't avoid that. No matter how busy I am, I try to take 9 hours sleep, because it refresh you if you sleep. Yeah, so you need to have a balanced diet and a balanced lifestyle and no to shortcuts.
That's what the cardiologist in the panel has emphasized, that you need to do stress management and the rest part of it, the rest and recharge part of it, sleep deprivation, since it has come up a number of times. Dr. Khanna, quick last word to you. Are we undermining the importance of sleep? It is one of the, very underrated issue, not discussed enough, the importance of sleep and rest.
Absolutely. People think that if you can work more and you can deprive yourself from sleep, you actually will be more productive. That's not true. You will be less productive in any sphere, but also you have to understand that sleep is important to build up your immunity, to repair all the damage which has happened in the 16 hours of the working of the day, and also to repair yourself hormonally, emotionally, and also biochemically. So sleep is actually, that is the time when your body actually not only rests, but recovers and regains and repairs itself. So that is very important.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Khanna, Nasir Abdullah, and Manvi Taneja for joining us. I think this is an important conversation that we had today. Some very, very important suggestions made by the panelists and from Dr. Khanna. All the important advice. I urge viewers to pay heed to each of those things. Thanks for watching. Let's take a very short break here. News and updates continue on the other side. Do stay with The Big Focus.